Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, I can just talk like this. Okay. Hey. But first of all, thank you guys for basically taking the time out of your schedules to guys a little bit of what CBI is. Basically, CBI basically stands for Cognitive Behavior Interventions. And basically, the CBI program is basically a 12-step curriculum-based program that clients attend between 90 and 100 days, 2 times a week. And basically, CBI is geared toward changing the long-term behaviors of individuals with the goal of lowering recidivism, which is basically their chances of reoffending. So that's just basically what we do. What I want to do is just, I want to call Mr. Randall Parker, the JDM. He has a few words that he want to say on behalf of probation to the graduates. So let's give him a hand clap real quick.
Guys, I won't take up much of your time, but I do want to echo a few things that Mr. Malachi shared, because this is a milestone for you and an achievement that you should be very proud of. And we're very proud of the fact that you have committed yourself, because I'm sure it was a whole lot of hard work. And as Malachi indicated, your probation officers probably get a little tough on you at times, but they're looking out for the ultimate good and hoping that you will find a way to utilize this to bring about
RS. Saying they're not going to take much of your time, though. But the first person that I want to call up is Mr. Corey T. Bradley. He's one of the graduates on today, and basically he just wanted to share his story. Let's give him a hand clap.
How y'all doing? When I first came home, for the first month, I wasn't on no kind of restrictions or whatnot. And after that first month, I went back to go see my probation officer. And she told me that I have to be placed on an ankle monitor. I have to take a program. And I wasn't too happy about it at all, because it was a surprise to me, And so I started going to the class and seeing different people every week, because there's so many people. It's like a revolving door. So many people coming in, going out. And I really didn't like it, but the more I kept going, I understood, the whole mechanics of it.
Rebecca Ross. Okay, Mr. Greg Whitener.
Greetings, everybody. On behalf of my fellow classmates and students, I want to thank you all for coming out here today. People from the Department of Community Corrections, Mr. Benson, thanks for coming. Been very encouraging to me during the time I've taken this class. What this class has done for me, more so than anything else, is maybe sit back and re-examine some things that have gone on in my life. As you can probably tell, I'm older than most of these students. I turned 60 while I was doing this class. So when you're my age in particular, like I said, I'm talking about myself, you have to look at what you've got going forward, because you have to be careful with these steps, right? You have less time to go than other people. It's been 17 years between the time that I caught my case last year and the previous time that I've been in trouble. And that's a long time. And so, when I look at my fellow students, they're in their 20s and 30s, and I'm looking at them, and some of them don't take it as a big deal, but it's easy to slip up if you don't really change your thinking. The thing that impressed me about the class, more so than anything, well, besides the fire Mr. Bruin has for running that class, making sure we do well, is the fact that you have to sit down and write down goals, plans, steps to get accomplish what you want to get accomplished. 1 year ago, 5 year ago, 10 year ago, right? But it's like, you know, there's a saying I used to look at it as being corny. It's like the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. But if you don't have direction, then you're really not in a journey. You're just wandering around. So what this class allowed me to do.
Last testimony, Mr. Stephen Williams. Let's give him a hand clap.
I appreciate my probation officer, Mr. Bond. I appreciate the program. I really appreciate everything that y'all are trying to do. This is my second time going through the course. I didn't take it serious the first time. I didn't understand the lessons. And as he spoke, when you're going through the lessons, you learn that you're not hurting just yourself, you're hurting everybody else. I have a 15-year-old and a 9-year-old that I missed a lot of life with, that I could have been there for first classes, first days of school, soccer, graduations. That really hurt. Then you go back, and while you're using, you miss the small things in life. And in the book, when you're doing the time for the 10 hours of community service, it's just not community service to help people. It should be helping your family.
It's so funny because, like I tell my people in Greene County, is that if I had a time machine, I asked them, you know, who would come with me and, you know, make a few changes, you know, saying from their past. And everybody just kind of raised their hand and stuff like that, though. So I tell them, but I don't. The only thing that you can do is basically just learn from the mistakes that, you know, that you have made, that I have made. And basically you learn and you just try to do better, you know. And these guys, these graduates are a testament of try to do things the right way, you know what I'm saying, on that path of doing things the right way. And that's why we're here to basically celebrate each and every one of them today. What we're going to do now is that I'm going to introduce the speaker for today. Her name is Ms. Dr. Barbara Hester, and she is the CEO and founder of her private practice, Choices Substance and Mental Health Incorporated in Greenville, North Carolina. She's also the author of Choices, the life story of Dr. Barbara Hester. And when you read this, I was looking at this a little bit last night. It's powerful. It's powerful. And basically, she's going to come and share her story and give you guys a little encouragement about her journey and everything. So can you guys welcome Dr. Barbara Hester.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Dr. Barbara Hester. I own the agency Choices, which, like you said, is a private practice here in Greenville. But what I think is way more important, especially for you graduates today, is that I've been there and done that. I think I failed every state probation that I was put on back in the days. The only one that I actually failed and succeeded was federal probation. Federal probation. Because back in the days, I was addicted to drugs. I was addicted to hanging with the wrong people, doing the wrong things. And it wasn't until I had to make some real changes in my life that things turned around. I want to do a little something exercise with you. My voice is loud, so I might don't even need this. Okay. I got $100 bill here. I have $100 bill. Who wants it? Anybody? What if I ball it up? Step on it. Watch it. Got to fall down, but I'm gonna pick it up. Who wants it? I used to be like this $100 bill. I was stepped on, abused, misused, out there doing wrong. But it wasn't until I realized, just like this $100 bill, I didn't lose my value. I didn't lose my value.
here.
But I had to make some changes.
Mr. Corey Bradley, can you come front? My man, Mr. Ricky Cannon. Come here, Mr. Ricky Cannon. Come here for a second. Mr. Cannon here, I'm really proud of him because 3 days a week he goes to dialysis. 3 days a week. What is that?
He's still coming to class.
3 days a week he go to dialysis, and he still made a way to come to class. You know. And I could tell when I see him, he be really tired, but he made his way to class and stuff like that. And I just want to say I appreciate you and acknowledge you and everything for that. So let's give him a hand clap. My man, Mr. Gregory White, let's give him a hand clap. Mr. Queen Suggs, let's give him a hand clap. And last but not least, Mr. Stephen Williams, let's give him a hand clap. And Mr. Rashawn Ray, give him a hand clap. Let's give him a hand clap one more time, guys. First, I just want to say thank you guys for once again taking time out of your schedules to celebrate these great individuals.
Appreciate it.
Nice program.
Oh,